Hello everybody, how is it going? So today we have preliminary tournament, Enel versus Gecko, OP06. I don't know if I need to say more. Here's Gecko's hand, Ice Age, 2 8-drops, a Rebecca and a Perona. Early game's looking alright. We at least have the leader effect into discarding Perona, which could always find us different targets, but Perona's usually pretty good early on to just make him discard a card. Can't really complain at that. Ice Age will be good against the top end Enel plays, obviously. So yeah, hand is pretty decent, and 8-drop Gecko is a really good card. And looking at Enel's hand, he has a Sanji, Beji, Okiku, Yamato, and Shirahoshi. You got the Okiku. That card's pretty good. It's just a vanilla statted attacker that heals you when it goes to grave. So I mean, yeah, can't really complain at this. Also, that Sanji art's really cool. I don't think I've ever seen that art. And I believe Gecko is going first. He has the little thingy. Turn 1, he shouldn't have anything, but turn 2, he can just leader effect into Perona. Enel could play down the Sanji on his turn 1 if he wants to. Could be very easily answered by just like an Absalom though, so that might not be the move. But I mean, that puts him on have the Absalom, and then you have to put back whatever you mill off leader effect. But yeah, we'll see. Gecko starting it off, just passing, obviously. Enel grabbing a, is that 7 mom for a turn? I think that's 7 mom. Yeah. And let's see if he plays the Sanji. He does. Okay. Fair enough. I guess it's pretty, Absalom would be pretty solid here, but you have to put back whatever you mill, which maybe, Gecko doesn't want to do. But we'll see. He uses leader, mills a Kuzan and another 8-drop, plays the Perona, so making Enel discard 1, and then Enel will probably just take that life. Let's see, does he get a trigger? Looks like he did. Gets a Nami and just KOs the Perona. Pretty good. That's just, it feels that, Onami just really feels like better Thunderbolt. It's kind of funny. Card is very good. But just going 5 at Gecko, he'll take. Potentially, yeah, gets a trigger of his own, Ice Age, killing Sanji. Okay, well that makes our turn very simple. We're not going to use the Sanji, just play the Okiku and pass it back. Okiku is definitely nice because she kind of floats in a way that if you KO her, you'll heal 1. So card, advantage wise, you don't lose anything if she gets KO'd. And Gecko doesn't have access to the bottom deck events that Sakazuki does. So if it's getting outed, it's going to graveyard. So that is nice. But Gecko just swinging 8, leader affecting again. It's gonna discard a Lucci, mill 2. Sees a Hogback and an Absalom. All these are pretty meh, so he's just gonna play out. I don't know, what do you play out here? Perona can't get value because Enel's on 4 cards in hand. I guess, yeah, just the Hogback. Could always add back the Absalom. Yeah, he has the Ice Age to put back and an 8-drop. Already has 2 in hand, so, don't need to worry about finding that card. And adding back a 2k counter, not bad. Enel will take, doesn't get a trigger, gets another Sanji. Interesting, he's playing 2-drop Sanji. I don't know how popular that card is in, well, it definitely isn't popular now, but interesting to see in OP06 he is playing it. Gonna swing 6 with Okiku. Probably will be countered. Probably don't want to take a ton of life as Gecko. Probably take 1 this turn though, because you are a 5 life leader. I feel like it's so rare to see 5 life leaders. It's just like this format, I guess it's just like Katakuri, and like very few people are playing like Zoro. I think once Uta comes in the format, I think she'll be pretty popular. I'm very excited for Uta. I cannot wait. Let me play green. But Gecko going up to his 7 Dawn turn. Off curve for the 8-drop, but that's okay. Just gonna pay 3 or use 1 on leader, pay 2. Use leader effect. Perona does get value here, so that is nice. Make them discard a card. It's probably just gonna be this Amaru or a 2k counter. Going with a 2k counter, and then obviously we'll just cheat out the Okiku because it's free. Why not? Also, I'm sorry, Enel did play Momo on his turn to just put the Okiku in life. I feel like yellow's just getting access to like more and more efficient ways to heal them at like lower dawn. It's like kind of crazy, kind of crazy. To be fair though, you do need a Wano on board, and you know, it kind of puts you on have Okiku or have like Neko, because those are both like the free Land of Wano triggers. So yeah, obviously I think Okiku is the better of the two, but they're both free. Being just free cards, you know, you don't have to spend a card from hand, are really, really strong in general. But, yep, just swinging 6, Gecko will take. He also did play Kuzan last turn. No, swinging 5. He is on 8 Dawn, has the 8 Cat. Maybe just heals himself again with the Okiku. It's not bad. Gonna swing with the Momo. Gecko is taking life. He does not care. To be fair, though, he has very little counter. So, makes sense. Now gonna put the Forge. Oh my goodness. Cards went everywhere. I think that broke the streak of people dropping cards. I need to reset it. To be fair though, he kind of like launched them everywhere. That's unfortunate. Board state I think definitely got a bit messed up there. Unfortunate. Yeah, I was gonna say, was that actually on the board? That's crazy. That hasn't happened yet. Yeah, what was on board? It's crazy that we saw it just a second ago and like that happened and I forgot. What was actually on board? Alright, well, they're gonna resolve that. I might just cut this out if it takes a while. We'll see though. Hopefully it doesn't. Okay, it appears to all be resolved. It was Perona on board. Yeah, that looks right. And then Enel just passing. Gecko can do the 8-drop this turn. Sounds like a good idea. You know, you can bring back... What's he have in Grieve? He has a couple 4-drops. Doesn't really have anything of great value for the, you know, the lower end, like the 2-drop range. Hasn't seen any brand news. Doesn't see the Helmeppo. So, doesn't really have access to like the Helmeppo reduce combo thing you can do with 8-drop Gecko. Also could just skip out on even playing Gecko. Maybe go for... what could he do with Rebecca and Hina? With the Ice Age, he might be able to... Well, he definitely can with the Ice Age out the 8-drop. But I'm curious if he can out like the Momo and the... He definitely can out the Momo and the Okiku. If he considers that play better. We'll see though. Just going 5 at life, 5 at life. First one obviously taken. Second one, he's just thinking about it. Is going to take the cycle. Not the biggest deal if he goes to 0. I think he does have another Momo in hand that he can just heal back again. Is gonna... what's he going to trash for his leader effect? I think he picked up... he has a Yamato too. Doesn't have a Momo, sorry. Has a Yamato. Wait, no, I think he has both. My bad. Alright, so what's Gecko want to do? Is he going to play the 8-drop? Is he going to go for Rebecca, Ice Age, Lucci? Something like that. Yeah. I feel like the Rebecca play is probably better, because it lets you go, you know, even wider on your board. Gecko feels a bit subpar right now. Not super great value. And obviously, I mean, how many cards do you actually end up spending by doing the Rebecca Lucci play? Rebecca replaces itself, but then you'd play out the Hina, so it's 1-2. It is 3 cards out of your hand, but you got a blocker down, a 5k and a 6k attacker, and you clear 2 of their bodies, so I still think it's worth it, right? He's gonna tap 5. Oh, is he playing Sabo? Oh wait, no, he tapped 4. That just looked weird. Adds back the Perona, cheats out the Hina, is gonna reduce. I almost forgot to reduce something. Reduces the Momo. Okay, so he's gonna go for the Okiku and the Momo. Oh, never mind. He is just playing Sabo. Alright, fair enough. I mean, Okiku does float, but I mean, you leave him with a lot of board here. And I mean, Enel's gonna heal here, so he's probably just gonna swing with everything. What does he get to pop? He does get to pop the Hina as well, which is very strong for the Yamato. Kind of just a bonus to healing one. Yeah, this looks kind of rough for Gecko, I can't lie. He does have, you know, 2 blockers down. And his board is pretty wide, but, you know. Also, I just realized Momo's like a very like just having a 5/6 blocker in yellow is like really strong, and it can usually heal you if you have it set up, which is that's really good. Enel is only getting better. But yeah, plays the Yamato. Looks like he didn't pop the Hina. He could, right? So his opponent had 2 life, he had 1 life. Oh wait, Sabo. I'm dumb. Yeah, of course, that's why. So that was a good timing to play Sabo. Fair enough. Yeah. I forget Sabo has an effect, but he's gonna go 5, swing, or is just gonna get free blocked by the Sabo. Sabo could get swung into, has 2 more 6k attackers and an 8k. The 8k will probably just be met by the Rebecca blocker, but you have to drop 2 cards on defending the Sabo. It might just go to swinging, thinking about swinging. Yeah, swing 6. Not exactly sure what he went into there. Might just be life. Is life crazy? Is that too far? Yeah, not sure what he went into. It looks like whatever he went into, though, will be just countered out of. Does he have a 1k to drop to even tell? No, he has. I guess he probably wants to keep the Rebecca. I'm going to say it was probably into life. I'm not sure. He motioned very generically with that attack. Gonna swing 8. I'm gonna assume again life or no, something on board. Looks like he was looking at board. I'm gonna say he's swinging at the Sabo because it's a good number to swing at Sabo. And that will be blocked by Rebecca. Still not sure where that attack went. And looks like he's not gonna swing with the Momo. Which is fair enough. You do technically have 3 life this turn, but having that blocker up definitely makes you a lot safer. It can obviously probably just be KO'd. So, I mean, yeah, but they spend on to KO it, so you're still safer in a way, leaving that blocker up. Gecko swinging 5 at life, because the other 2 bodies are a 6k and an 8k, so, yep, gonna swing 5 at life. I don't think you can... Okay, Enel's taking it. Fair enough. Gets a Veggie. Looks like it went on Sabo. Yeah, that's fair. So Gecko still does have 3 more attacks. 3 attacks to 2 lives and a blocker though. So yeah, Enel pretty much guaranteed lives this turn. Unless like Gecko goes for like an Ice Age play onto the Momo and kills it with an Absalom. I think he has one in grave. Enel will take another 5k. Kind of crazy. Hey, fair enough though. What could go wrong? Thinking on what he wants to discard for leader effect. That's kind of a tough choice. That definitely is. I would think like the Momo blocker, because I think Hiyori's are 2Ks, so you probably don't want to trash those. You could get rid of Yamato. It doesn't have a ton of great targets to pop, and if you just want to heal with the Momo, that's fair enough. Is also, one of the 2 cards that you have no counter in hand. I feel like the Amaru is definitely worth holding, because it could just potentially allow you to go for game, so... Yeah, it looks like he's definitely thinking about, trashing the Yamato. I think that's fair. He does have 2 big bodies on board, plus the 2 6Ks. So... there is a world where he can go for game this turn. Gonna swing 6k with the Hogback. It's gonna be met with a 2k. Gecko tapping forward, playing that Rebecca. So yeah, good to hold that Amaru. Could definitely get him through here. And it doesn't look like he's gonna cheat anything off of the Rebecca. And then he's just gonna play Sabo. Okay, so Gecko should be living another turn. But he's really just playing defense. And I don't think he's really making a ton of progress into actually winning here, honestly. To be fair, Enel is pretty low on cards in hand, so not saying he's not making any progress, but I would imagine it's just going to be a Momo play here after swinging with the Okiku. Could also play down the Hiyori, but I feel like you don't want to give up a 2k at this point in the game. So just getting down another blocker and healing a life sounds pretty good. Gonna swing 8 at I assume life. Just seems like the way to go right now. The 2 5k bodies I guess aren't super threatening. And that swing will be met with 2 2Ks from the Gecko player. Okay, and he'll grab in a bunch of Dawn. Putting 2 on Okiku, attacking for 8 again. Does he have 2 more 2Ks? I think he does. So that can be, again, answered by counter, or just blocked. Looks like he was going at the hogback. Okay. That'll just be blocked by Rebecca. Fair enough, fair enough. So if we really want to out this hogback, would 9 even do it? Technically not, because he could, swing 9 and then just be blocked by Sabo and double 2K. But he does let it go after the 8K leader swing, leaving 5 up. So we're definitely going to see the Momo put back the Okiku in life. Go 9. I guess at Perona if we're just focusing board at this point. So yeah, and that can be met by just Sabo and 2 2Ks. But does having all like the 4 bodies even really get you there? Again, it all just kind of depends what Enel's life's going to be. We know he's going to heal with Momo, so his top life will just be the Okiku. And yeah, then it's like the 2 RNG lives after that. Gecko, okay, he did go life there. Gecko will take that, gets a Perona, so has another 2K. And yeah, Enel playing down the Momo, putting Okiku in life. And it's going to pass it back there. Gecko drawing for a turn, picking up a Hina. Honestly, right now, his hand is not very good. Obviously, he does have access to leader effects, so does have some resources in the graveyard. I don't know what exactly would be the best play here. Going for game just feels bad, right? I don't know. I feel like you're bored. You don't have a bunch of like really big attackers. There's 2 blockers on the board. You can only really answer one with like Ice Age and a leader effect, so I just don't think you can go for game. So I guess, yeah, swinging up into Katakuri and Yamato is pretty bad. This is just a very rough spot. That's all I'm gonna say. You maybe try to hit down Katakuri. Your opponent only does have 3 cards in hand, but if you're going at Katakuri, one of those swings could just get blocked. You're probably not gonna get through. You would clear still some of the board if you force them to block, so there is that. Gecko tapping 1, so the Ice Age is coming down on something. I'm gonna assume, yeah, one of the Momos. So that means a guaranteed clearing one of those. I guess could try to swing big into Katakuri and then pop one of the Momos. Yeah, swinging. Okay, just going 9. Okay, so I imagine he's not going life, because that, you're just giving them another attacker at that point. Yeah, cheats out the Absalom. It's going to put the Ice Age back, and what else? A Hina. Yeah, he does have one, I think another one engraved, so that's all good. Pops the Momo, and then where is this 9K swing going? Going at life sounds pretty bad, not going to lie. So yeah, probably at one of the characters. Looks like it was at Yamato because he just dropped a 1K. And he's going to go another 8, I guess, at Katakuri. He does have the counter for this, and that is like the last swing at your character, so I think it's pretty easy to just keep that character alive. You're definitely not super happy because, you didn't get your Okiku, but, I mean, yeah, you kind of got to expect that when, you're so low on resources, and just attacking your life at that point would have given you more, so. Yep, but turn going back to Enel. He does have the Amaru, but can't tap either of the Sabos, so not going to be super impactful here. We're probably just going to want to swing 9Ks at life. I still don't think Enel can actually kill Gecko, but he top decked. What he top decked? That looks like another Hiyori. Okay, so really not doing much. Yeah, I guess we're just attacking this turn, trying to chew through the blockers. Eventually you're going to have to, right? So yeah, going 9. Gecko having 3 2Ks right now, which is the most amount of counter he can have. But obviously the Enel knows that that last card has no counter, so he's kind of just looking at it that the most he could have is 3 2Ks. So 1 9K, is either gonna eat a block or the 3 counters they have in hand. So yeah, it's a good number to attack with. I agree. That does eat a Sabo. Can't complain at that. Is going to go, I guess, 9 again. Or it looks like he's going 10. I guess he could, yeah, he could go 10-10. I guess technically with the Maru it's a bit more. Let's see what he does. Swinging 10 with the Momo. And as the Gecko player, you can see they have 5 Dawn active, and you know you can get out of that. But yeah, playing around the Amaru, dropping the 6k worth of counter. But as the Enel player, you can't really get punished here, right? You know, you just swing the, the last 10k of life. It gets blocked by Sabo, and then your opponent's on 2 cards. They have 3 attacks. You have 3 life. You just can't die. So yeah, they're forced to answer like all of your board or get down like 3 blockers. So I mean, yeah, good spot for Enel. He only really needs to swing 7. No, he actually only needs to swing 6 because he just wants to trade with the Sabo because he knows the last card in hand is that Kuzan. But swings 9 because I mean, what else does he have to do with the Dawn? Bait that he has a, what's it called, L4, and just passes it over. Gecko top decking a Rebecca, which is okay, I guess. It's all right. I mean, the game is pretty much over for the Gecko player. He's just gonna swing 6 at, I guess, the Momo. You know this Momo's going down. Maybe just, I don't know. Do you defend it? If you defend it, I think your Yamato goes and you got a Curry, but that really doesn't matter. I think, oh, it was going to life. That's crazy. Alright, fair enough. I think he knows he just loses here. So yeah, Yamato getting, or not Yamato, sorry. Enel getting the free Okiku from life, and Gecko going 6k at some. Probably a character, if Enel's thinking about countering. Yeah, it looks like it was at the Momo. Yep, that'll just be countered. And swings the remaining Dawn into leader. And yeah, that is just the game. After Enel heals 1 for fun. And yeah, it's just like 10 Dawn on whatever you want. You don't even need 10 Dawn. You could literally just swing 9 with Yamato. But yeah, he'll do it for the culture. 10 Dawn on Yamato. Yeah, that's the game. New yellow cards are really strong. Yeah, I don't know what else to say about that. That's crazy. How could Gecko have won that? I don't know. I feel like, his first couple turns were a little bit rough. Didn't really have the removal when he wanted it for certain things. So, yeah. It'd be like that sometimes. But anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.